All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Come on, baby. Let's go! Let's go. Right. He's tight right here.
Jackson, option right. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Back. Hayward. Under 10. 10. Go. I got you, buddy. I got you. Neil. He's got it. We got jump on.
Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check four. You draw Parker. Watch the shot. Hey, let go. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Hill. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
61, matchbox lights. Watch the ship. There. Hey, lock it.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Set, 8, read. 52, come on.
I don't even know why his team showed up.
Showing up. X3, 218, chopper. Hard.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Brown. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run, it's Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4, now 1st and 10 again. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Watch tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey. Eddie Weber. Rush in. Hey. What? Mike 50. Hey, I'm coming up.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Jackson options out left. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Go to base. Hey, come on now.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson on 3rd and long. That's complete to Cobb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Stand up.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Pull it together. Watch safety 3. Look at me. Go. Swing it up.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. First carry for James Conner. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Ravens 43-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Watch the twist. Watch the General West. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, here's Hill. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 40 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
6-yard line.
On the ready. Mike, 57. Pick it up.
On second down, Ingram. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2 on second down now. It's Ingram, and he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check the hot read. It's free. It's free. Let's go right here.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go.
Jackson, options out left. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson, options out left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Bryant has it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Black 80. Coming. Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Jim. No foul. No spacing. Easy. Mike 40. Squeeze, double. Black,
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Start. Black 30. Silver. Hey, defense. Black.
They run with Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check. 26 Mike. All right, team. Hey, box truck. 26 Mike. Get in the weight room. Yep. Get in the weight room. 26 Mike. Hey, here we go. Hit it.
Hill. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leo! Go!
Just beating the play clock is Hill. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Steelers first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Yo.
Jackson, options out left. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Topper! Look, squeeze! Check 13! Check 13! Check 99! Rock it! Ready?
Here's Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third.
I don't think you got it, son. Switch. Snickers, now spin. These two. Wide motion. 26 Mike. You must be double bump.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Hey, check.
Ingram again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check hot route. Hot.
On first down, Ingram. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson options out left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
He was brought down by Patrick Onwuasor. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
Jackson options out left. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch that, please. Watch that. Zoom. Go. 57's right.
You ain't doing nothing to that.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, 29 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marquise Goodwin, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Go to base. Here we go. Slam. Check 3. Check 22. Check. Over. 22. Check. Bounty. No. Go. Play. Same on. Slam.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now Jackson on first down. Complete. It's Johnson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 36. Protein spill. Check. Go. Come. 26 Mike.
Now it's Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Jackson options out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Switch. Kill.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Easy. Alert. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Smooth. 3 ball. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Second and 6 at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Get that quarterback. And all. Kill.
Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
7-7. He's checking. Crash. Hey. Solid, 5 down. Check 52. Easy.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Blue draw quarter. All day, just like that. 26 Mike. I'm not ready. Get it.
On second and 11 now. Hill, he'll get that one complete to Connor. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check 20. You run. Hey, alert. 22, 44. 26 Mike. Hey, you mine. 26 Mike. No, check. Focus. Save.
Back to throw. And can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Check 25, check 2061, match box, lights. SOS. Hey, lock it. 3.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And they will take a knee here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.